All right, I think I think that we are finally live.
As
Sorry,
you borrow do.
Xfinity shit the bed tonight, and
That's very rare of them.
yeah, I give it to them. The outages aren't frequent, but they do happen sometimes. But I'm Justin,
Matty Dubs.
that handsome gentleman right there. That's Matty Doves, and he's actually in the light, so we can see him tonight. You look like you got your little
It's
home office.
blinding. Yeah, I finally cleaned it up. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well,
Amazing what you can do with some time off.
it's been great.
Oh man, so we're taking a look at season 11, episode 10, New Haunts. And one thing I couldn't help but notice is that they're all at the Commonwealth, but there's no Maggie,
Yeah. Didn't
no
it was
Aaron.
yeah.
I'm assuming that some decided to stay and some decided to go, which really kind of surprises me that Daryl was willing to go if there were others that stayed back.
I think the hope that Rick will come back to the Commonwealth instead.
He said, I have no point to be a wild man without my Rick.
I think that's exactly what happened.
I think, do you think maybe Daryl just finally decided, you know what? It's been 11 seasons. I could really use a shower. It's like, y'all got showers.
Yeah, they have indoor plumbing.
Oh man. Getting it was really weird to see like a modern setting, or like to see everybody in like a society.
Yeah. I say like a class society.
I mean, they having like a gala.
Yeah, it's kind of little on the nose for class warfare for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And Derek Patterson says Daryl went for the kids. That's probably true. If Judith was going, yeah, hey, that's a good point. Daryl did it for the kids. Daryl probably figured it'd be better for the kids to grow up there and went to kind of watch over them. But can I just say, so I read the comics, and the Commonwealth armor was interesting in the comics, and it worked. But the Commonwealth armor looks so impractical, uncomfortable, and just kind of silly on screen.
The stormtrooper armor,
and then like they have like the Batman,
the little
sticking off the wrist,
talons, yeah.
But like they look like they would serve no purpose. They're like floppy. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, what's the point of that? It'd be different if they had like blades and like you saw someone like.
It makes them very hydrodynamic. Like they can glide the water like a penguin.
They just dive into the water, and it's like, thank goodness we got these plastic.
Well, we saw the episode prior. Those zombies are very amphibious. I had no idea.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they move.
They are very well adapted to the water. Yeah, they are one with the water.
It's kind of weird. I mean, like I don't understand that. Like it would have been practical if they were blades. And then, like I said, we see like a Commonwealth soldier like slash a zombie's like top half of their head off with them. They'd be like, okay, they look silly, but they make sense.
They have a purpose. There's an application.
Seeing Daryl wearing the armor, and it looks so uncomfortable.
I just love like my favorite part is like even the butt part is covered. Like the butt has its own.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Why?
I thought about
how do they have any like how do they have any like hip flexion or rotation in that armor?
They had to show they had to outline Mercer's butt.
Yes.
Like he turned around to walk away.
I mean, God bless him. I'm happy they did.
I mean, that was almost in line with like the bat nipples from the Batman and Robin.
Yeah, the movie. 90s, yeah.
Like butt armor.
The nipples and the butt like are integral parts to the warrior.
Here at the Commonwealth, we do protect our soldiers' butts. Oh, the Appalachian American says that it is all foam for the show, but in the comics you couldn't tell what the material was made from. I mean, I get that it's probably there to help stop walker bites, but it just looks kind of ridiculous.
We just need the same material that they use in Tupperware.
Well, and the human jaws really don't have a lot of bite force. So, let's see. The opening scene Halloween party reminded me of the Kingdom's Fair, yet the gala was more for the upper class. Yeah, and thank goodness there was no alpha there to decapitate people. They actually got
that really helped out this go round.
Eternal Rec says, do you think Lance is going to resist the Commonwealth? I don't know. I know how it played out with him in the comics, but I'm not sure exactly how they're going to do it in the show. Definitely some unhappy folks in the Commonwealth, and it's interesting too. Like, I think the way they're kind of throwing Rosita, I'm starting to think Rosita is going to be a part of the resistance.
Me and my wife were talking, like, what really pissed us off about this episode, like, okay, so now, like, you have, so they have the clear class warfare, but it's like, man, like, it's fucking post-apocalyptic, and we still have these BS menial jobs.
Right.
This is
the world
stupid.
ended, and I'm waiting
I'm
tables.
trying to go to work. Yeah, this is stupid.
I mean, it is, yeah. It's like, but on one hand, that is stupid, but on the other hand, it's like, well, if I wait
Well,
these
okay, now
tables, I don't
I
have to
have some
sleep with one
stability.
eye open anymore.
I don't have stability. I don't have to sacrifice my body for the greater good.
The Appalachian American says, I think Lance wants to be the leader, so he might resist just to lead after. Yeah.
I can see where I was thinking that.
Lance is cast perfectly. You'll see more next episode. Yeah, he is cast good, and I can't wait to see even more. I've heard a lot of good things about the next episode, episode 11. Matt's probably already watched it because he has AMC premiere. I thought it was funny tonight. So we all were at a friend's house earlier.
I knew this was gonna get brought up. I knew, like, when is this gonna get brought up?
It was so funny though, because I don't care when you watch it. As long as you don't spoil it for me, I don't care if you watch it a week ahead. As long as you don't spoil it, and if you're going to be on here, and as long as you can remember it, I don't care. And Matt's wife said something about,
oh, we watched both episodes,
and Matt was like,
dude.
Matt's like, I'm like, I don't care. I think I'm worried about that. But no, I'm just glad you're still watching it. So I mean, it have you seen 11 yet?
No.
Oh, so you hadn't? Okay, so we are on that.
Or have level. I will never tell.
I was gonna say, you're not gonna tell me.
It was spectacular.
It was interesting though. What do you think about Rosita? Because I definitely don't think that she's gonna stay in this stormtrooper role. I think that is not because in the comics, I won't say who, but there is a certain character who just kind of flips and wants to stop the class system and all of that, and it ultimately leads to their death. And I'm honestly kind of scared that Rosita's taking that path. This character, and again, I don't want to spoil the comics, but there's this character that, a very popular known character, and he starts to like see everything going on. And I think it starts to remind him of like the Negan era of just people being in classes, and he just spazzes out and, almost kills Pamela, but then gets killed by one of the main characters. And I really am starting to think that Rosita is going to take that comic arc.
Yeah.
It's sad. She's got a baby. They can't kill Rosita. Let's see. I know it's not right to say that Sebastian Milton is a good character, but can we all agree they also picked a perfect Sebastian? He's annoying as hell. Yeah.
Yeah, if they were going for just a D-bag character, like, yeah, he does a very good job of fulfilling that.
And Matt, you haven't watched The World Beyond, right?
No, I have not.
For all those that watch The World Beyond, did you notice like he kind of reminds you of like the little bratty kid in that too? Because there was a bratty kid in The World Beyond that reminded me of him, and now they're. Let's see. I was thinking the same thing about that Rosita death. Yeah, it looks like she might be taking that path if she's the one who's gonna. Because we also have Connie, who is going to be, I guess, so how does that work? So it's like, okay, the way the Commonwealth worked in the comics, and I'm assuming that's the way they're doing it in the show. So in the comics, when you got to the Commonwealth, they would ask you what you did in the real world, and then basically try to apply those skills. If you waited tables, you're going right back to waiting tables. I would personally lie and be like, oh, I was the manager of Tesla. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes, I was a CEO of a massive tech firm.
I actually have incredible sleeping skills, and I was paid so that they could study my sleeping skills. But they do it that way. And so, like, I guess they have papers. I guess Connie's going to be a reporter in this place.
Did you ever play the video game from the Fallout series, New Vegas?
I haven't played all, a lot of it, but I have played some of it.
It came out in 2010, like right when I started my ultrasound training. So like that really put me behind on my studies quite a bit.
Mm.
But one of the characters, it's kind of like how Commonwealth, how they recruit people. It's like they want to know what your background is, and they're like, okay, so do you have a degree in theoretical physics? He's like, I have a theoretical degree in physics, and like, welcome aboard. So the guy bullshits his way into a science position, has no idea what the hell he's doing.
I mean, I do, man. Like when they're like, "What did you do?" And, like Daryl. I mean, okay, clearly Daryl was not law enforcement, but
He
you
was
know,
lawn enforcement. He patrolled the lawn.
yeah, no kidding. Uh, DG says, if you were a porn star, what kind of future is that in the guy? So you get
Hey,
there and like,
listen,
what did you do? I was a porn star.
sexual health is very important.
I mean, there could be, need for, I mean, there is a need for pornography, I'm sure, in the Commonwealth. You just spent the last, what, like 10, 12 years in a zombie apocalypse? Like,
Repressed as fuck, and
peoples wants to see some boobies. So I'm sure a porn star would have a job there. Let's see. Disney Rock says, my kids love New Vegas. We
oh,
live in
definitely like
Vegas.
one of my favorite games of this century.
There, a porn star's job would be children's sex ed. Like they would go to high
Yeah,
schools and give sexual education.
I mean, it's crude, but it would work.
Oh, Eternal Rex says Carol selling cookies was cool, and seeing Jerry's fam honoring Shiva was so
I did
good.
like that. That was cute.
Yep, you could tell it wasn't easy for King Ezekiel to give that leash up. I know it was bittersweet, man. I'm glad to see Jerry's a character I've always feared was gonna die. Like I thought the
I
day was
know.
coming.
Yeah, like
Never
fuck. We're
did.
gonna lose. We're
Thank
gonna
God.
lose Jerry.
I love Jerry. Jerry's just such a lovable. He's like the heftier Jason. He's like a heftier, jollier Jason Momoa.
He's
You
a
know what I mean?
He's a plus size Momoa.
There you go. Let's see. If there's Iron Maiden, there's porn. Good point. They just drew it out by hand in a flip
Yeah.
book. This is so hot. But then how would that work? I mean, I'm not trying to be gross, but you need one hand for never mind. Uh with a flip book, you'd be like trying to hold the book like,
Yeah.
oh. What do you think about King Ezekiel? Do you think he's gonna get his surgery? Carol's
Yes,
kind
I
of
think they'll be able to cook the books and get him up ahead on the surgery list.
yeah. Cuckingham Palace, who I think is Matt, is says boobies are overrated.
Listen,
Matt,
they are a national
you're
treasure.
you're a
I
boob guy
am,
anyway.
yes.
I'm pretty sure the door behind you keeps like opening a little bit.
It's me bumping my table.
It's making the door open.
No, it just like just slight bumps my table kind of makes it look like it's wobbling.
Okay,
Kind of gives it distortion.
maybe so. Maybe so. But yeah, so you think King Ezekiel's gonna get his surgery, he's gonna be just fine. What else do you think that Carol's gonna have to do for to she got wine. I mean, he
Gonna have to
said,
sex slants
well,
up. That's what you got to do.
oh, I hope she doesn't have to like
Sex them right on
lance.
up.
The awkwardness between Carol and Ezekiel is kind of heartbreaking. It is, but it's still great that she cares enough to go out of her way to
Yeah.
try and save him. That's kind of
I mean,
heartwarming.
it sucks for the person who's getting their surgery delayed for him, but hey,
What
who he
do you
invested in.
what do you think the governor would have in the Commonwealth? Like, what do we think the governor would do? Because he would just sleaze his way into like Pamela's in a circle, then like kill her, and
Yeah,
then try
cabinet,
to
yeah,
get her
and
over.
usurp her position.
Coleman Domingo's back. I'd teach sex ed. I'm
Well, why
sure
don't you
you
learn me something later, boy?
would. But yeah, no, yeah, this episode was good. I'm really excited for episode 11. I know tonight was kind of it's setting up for things to come. But where do you see this going, Matt? I mean, having not read the comics, where do you think that it's headed with this whole Commonwealth thing?
Well, like I said, it's a little on the nose for like class warfare. So I imagine like you're going to get some divisions within the society, and then you're going to get factions, and then it's all just going to crumble apart. Probably going to it's going to be on the side of the people that were invested in are going to be the ones that come out on top.
They're gonna like take over the Commonwealth and show them the right way.
Try to make it more independent, I guess, and then just everything's gonna fall apart like it always does.
Eternal Rec shows how the governor would seduce me, man, because he said the governor would have plenty of whiskey and barbecue. Like I feel like the governor would I would meet him and he'd say, "Hey, I've got whiskey," and I'd be like, "I like you."
I'm in, yeah.
He would kill me.
You have my undying loyalty.
I don't care what kind of shady things you may or may not do. I will follow you.
Keep the whiskey flowing
to the ends of the earth.
And you got yourself a stew going, baby.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's see here. What role, says Michael Myers? What role for what? I'm a little we've went so far around I can't remember. Yeah, I don't think that our girl Magna's too happy to be waiting tables and working at a restaurant, and it was really
this is bullshit.
I mean, I would have certainly lied about skills.
Oh yes. Oh heck, even now, like lie to sell yourself. Like no one's verifying this stuff. Fake it till you make it.
Or at least I would have been like, I was the manager of a restaurant. So it's like you just standing telling everybody what to do.
I love seeing posts on the internet like where people like really like over exaggerate like what they like it's technically what they do, but they make it sound like they're doing some really important stuff. I need to find some examples for you, like for overselling what you do.
Yeah,
like technically they're correct, but like it's a big time exaggeration or oversell. Like changing a light bulb, like you have facilitated, like adding photons for the like for amassing production in your facility or something. Like just some like bullshit big buzzwords.
Just come in and be like, I was a doctor's assistant manager, consultant. What does that mean? I don't know. I did nothing and got paid lots of money for it. So give me that kind of position here at the Commonwealth.
Yeah, please, for all it is trying to just oversell yourself.
Disney Rock says episode 11 is good in my opinion, but I think the average watcher won't like it. I hope that's not true. Me too.
I've heard good things agree with that. Yeah.
Let's see. Donald Jesus Trump. Donald.
That was his middle name. Yeah.
I always wondered Donald J. Trump. I never knew Jesus was the middle name. The Commonwealth is a total communist group. Where is Rick Grimes when you need him? Oh, he was front and center in the comics, man. Magna shade about the wine to Yumiko is excellent. Yeah, that's true. I forget Yumiko's in the show. She's just
very forgettable.
Yeah, she's just not. And what was so fill me in, because I was as I was watching part of the beginning, I was editing Jesse and I's episode. So Jesse and I, if those of you that may not know, are going back and reviewing the show, and Matt, feel free to hop on. We done episodes 1, 2, and 3, but Jesse is going back and watching it because she's never seen it before from episode 1, and we've been doing retro reviews, reviewing episodes 1, 2, and 3. So I was editing episode 2, and then so why did he have all of their old weapons? Like, what was did they not know that was there? Like did Mercer and them not know that was Daryl's old weapons? And because we saw the crossbow, we saw
the sword,
like the mace.
Yeah,
I didn't understand exactly what the point of that was.
I don't either. It looked like Sebastian Sworn have some fun plinking some zombies.
Sebastian's a little bitch. Let's see. The fact that Judith is spinning Motorhead records just makes me love her even more. I know. As soon as I heard
the rich.
Beaver says, I like the 11 a good bit more than 10. It actually had a plot and moved the story ever so slightly. Still underwhelmed, though. I think good things are on the way. Do you think the Congresswoman from season 5 and 6 would have liked the Commonwealth? Oh, yeah, Deanna. I think that was, going back there, man. Like, Deanna, I think she would have loved the Commonwealth. I think that's exactly what she wanted Alexandria to be, was like the Commonwealth. And would have, I didn't mind Deanna, but I think she definitely wanted to be higher than everyone else. So I think her only issue, Her only issue would have been that Pamela was in charge, and then she wouldn't have liked that.
Yeah,
What do you think
you
about
got
Pamela?
people. Yeah, just someone just wants more power than they need.
She's got a Cruella de Vil kind of demeanor.
Yeah,
It's like, lock up your Dalmatians, man. Pamela Milton's here.
got way more power than she needs.
Who's Deanna? Abraham. I miss Abraham. Don't you miss Abraham?
He was a fun feller.
Let's see. They casually allude Pamela's dad was in the White House. Yeah, didn't she mention like he was a president or something? Like her dad was
the president of the janitorial staff. This is bullshit, man.
I would be like, though, okay, so your dad was a president, but that's not the question. What did you do?
Nepotism, baby.
Because if we were in the Commonwealth, and this is like a true fact, my great uncle or great, I don't know, there's 2 or 3 greats in there, helped patent Dr. Pepper. So I would roll up to the Commonwealth and be like, yeah, my your dad was the president, so now you get to be the president? Okay, cool. My great uncle patent Dr. Pepper. So give me a roll.
At least 2 greats, 3 goods, and 1 okay.
Donald Jesus Trump says Abraham was modeled after me. Build that wall. What role do you think Negan would have in the Commonwealth? A gym teacher?
I would love to see him as like a dodgeball coach.
I mean, that would be a good. I don't know.
It's going to be a good day.
You know. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
All right, kids, beat your classmate with this baseball bat.
What do you think? All right, so in the comics, we knew that Negan was once a gym teacher. I don't think with the origin episode of Negan that they mentioned anything about it.
I don't recall that.
So it would be funny as a comic Easter egg to show Negan roll back up to the Commonwealth, which I do think he's going to get to the Commonwealth. And I think that he is it would be funny if they assigned him to be a gym teacher, just kind of like a little Easter egg to the comics. Did y'all see that shot of Mercer covered in blood? Looks intense.
Was it the outro for the episode, or?
I'm not sure. Let's see here. Beaverus, can you dodge a bat?
It's gonna be a big day.
Negan teaching baseball. Yeah, that would be. He'd be like, I've got a lot of experience with a bat. Let's see. But yeah, I thought it was a good episode. I'm definitely interested to see where the Commonwealth things go, and seeing like Rosita and Negan. Rosita and not Negan, sorry. Rosita and Daryl as like Commonwealth SWAT members just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. Let's see. They did mention that he was fired. Oh. Yes, it's in the trailer for the next episode. So what do you, all right, what was it? Oh, so we didn't talk about it from last week's episode, but what do you think? Why do you think Daryl's rolling up to the Commonwealth in the future scene, like to invade the hill? Well, not the Commonwealth, sorry. I'm getting my places all mixed up. Why do you think we saw Daryl roll up to the hilltop with Maggie and her being like, it don't have to be this way? And he's like, yeah, it does.
Yeah, it do.
Like, I wonder.
Man, I don't know. I have no nothing to base any like prediction of that off of why that is or happened.
I mean, we see it looks apparent that Daryl's going full Commonwealth here, so I wonder, you know,
or
it was like
or
a
ruse. Yeah, it could be in typical, the gang's typical fashion, where it's like where it's just a giant ruse, like they're gonna like he's gonna then betray Commonwealth and then join up with his peeps and then do a little old sneaky on him.
A little old sneaky weaky.
That's what they call it, little old sneaky weaky.
Oh no. I'm trying to think, man. Like, but there are people missing. Like, where's Maggie? Where's Aaron? Where's Aaron's daughter? Who else is missing? I mean, we've got a big chunk of the gang there, but we know Aaron and Maggie are missing. Maggie's,
how many rules at Commonwealth?
Yeah, Maggie's like sickle wielding, boring friend. He isn't there. We don't know where Negan is. We know, of course, he went his separate ways, but we've seen him in trailers or
He's
sneak.
got a Savior revival going on.
That sounds like a hippie concert.
Yeah, we got a revival.
I'm taking my weed down to the
baseball,
Savior
baby.
revival this weekend.
Hey, he could do it. I bet if anyone could do it, it'd be him.
Like a Grateful Dead show. But sorry, help me out. Who else is missing from this? Aaron, Maggie, Maggie's friend, whose name I can never remember because I think that he is. I just don't see the point of his character. Maggie, Negan, Aaron, Aaron's daughter, Gracie. Who else is missing? I know there's more than
I
that.
can't think of. Yeah, there's more, but I can't think of them.
Yeah, we've got it's interesting. We've got some folks, and I wonder, and that's another thing too that I haven't thought to ask. Why was Maggie back at the hilltop instead of Alexandria?
I think they got too many rules. You mean Commonwealth?
Lydia, yeah, no. Talking about Maggie being back at the hilltop, like the burnt out.
Oh yeah.
Of the hilltop instead of Alexandria.
Too
Michael Myers says
really
Lydia.
bummer.
Good point. Lydia's not there either. Former whisperer extraordinaire Lydia is not at the Commonwealth. Keep them coming. I want to know who else is in there. Lydia, Maggie, Aaron, Gracie, and Negan have not made it to the hilltop, and they're like 31 to 30 something days into it, so they've been there for over a month. Where are the other people at? Why didn't they sign up? What's up? Do you think maybe they got rejected from the Commonwealth?
They may have. Yeah, they may have been. Yeah, they may not pass the aptitude test.
They would. Yeah, they'd be doing like the aptitude test, and they'd be like, "So tell us the last time you committed an act of violence." And Maggie was like,
just the other day.
Earlier today, I shot down like 3 people. Took a sickle and put it in one of their chests."
Yeah.
She don't know what to do with Maggie. I don't think they planned on the actress actually returning. That is true because Maggie, like, Lauren Cohen left the show there for a while, and I guess when they were planning,
is there a contract dispute?
Yep, and I guess when they were planning the Commonwealth arc, Maggie wasn't originally there.
Wasn't being a team player.
Cindy and Luke, yeah, and it was interesting. Like, so I wonder, like, where's Luke been? I don't know if do you remember Luke?
Yeah, wasn't he the
Dan
Fogert?
Fogert? Yeah. Well, he was a musician. He wasn't
the
the guy that died on the last episode.
Yeah.
Alden. He was the singer. But I wondered, like, where Luke had been, because I thought that, Dan Fogarty or whatever his name was, I thought he was a really good addition to the show. And then he went to the Oceanside and just kind of like pieced out, got him a woman and said, "I'm out." But then I went to go see Uncharted Friday and noticed that there was a preview for the new Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, or whatever the Harry Potter prequel series is, and he's in that movie. And I was like, that's why he hadn't been on The Walking Dead.
He's
filming a movie. I hate
across the pond.
I hate that for shows, man. Nothing sucks on a show than to have like a great character who then is missing out on episodes or even entire seasons because they're all filming other things. It's like, no, this is The Walking Dead. It was formerly the #1 show on cable. You do just The Walking Dead. In the off season, you do what you want, but damn it, you don't miss filming.
You got to dedicate yourself, boy.
Let's see here. The crazy guy that captured Michonne. Yeah, I forgot about him. He's not there either. Let's see. What happened to Oceanside? Yeah, Oceanside's still there, right? Like Luke just went there.
As far as I know, yeah.
Met that girl who we all thought was going to end up being a secret whisperer, but then I guess she wasn't. And now he's, I guess, just hanging out on the coast and playing music for her. Yeah, he's been filming Fantastic Beasts. Very true. Let's see. Michael Myers, that's a very good question. What happened to Oceanside? I thought did I miss anything? I thought Oceanside was still doing their thing. Virgil is the guy that captured Michonne. That's it. Yeah, fill me in. Did I forget? Like, did something happen to Oceanside? I know that we were worried that the Whisperers were going to like wipe them out, but I thought Oceanside was still just doing their thing. They just never
chilling. Yeah.
never were really that interesting. So I just figured the show was like,
Sitting,
all right,
yeah,
happily ever after for them.
staring at the out in the ocean with their tits out till they die.
Wasn't it overrun by a horde? This is what the hell, man. Like we have a podcast about it, and I completely am blanking on this. Somebody fill me in. Is the artsy dude that was with Yumiko Magna Group still alive? Not sure if I remember him dying last season. You talking about Luke, the musician, DG? Because that's what we were talking about earlier. Jonas Billy says, I'm not gonna lie, not liking the Commonwealth. It doesn't feel like The Walking Dead. World Beyond feels more like The Walking Dead than The Walking Dead.
If I find out that Jonas Billy is lying, I'm gonna be so pissed.
I don't know that I feel exactly that way. It's definitely weird, but I do know the comics went that route because eventually either everything had to like just end and die, or we had to kind of restart society. And I knew they were going to get to this, but The World Beyond, man, that's one of those shows I just could not get into it. Like the very last episode or two of the entire show was actually good. The rest of it was just kind of like it had its moments. The writers forgot about them.
We all did too. Yes, they aren't the only ones that forgot.
Do you think Shane would have liked the Commonwealth? I mean,
I think he would have liked to have been like an enforcer of the peace. I think he would have liked that would have been a role fitting to him.
oh yeah, like if he would have been like Mercer's right hand, or
Yeah,
could have had like Mercer's role. Oh
he
yeah,
would have a very fulfilling life. I think doing that.
Disney Rock says, seen some pics of filming and Luke is back. Saw Daryl running and carrying someone. I saw that myself. I saw somebody just posted like some shots of them filming, and Daryl was carrying someone. It looked like it was maybe Lydia. Some people said Judith, but I thought the person he was carrying looked a little bigger than Judith. To me, I thought Lydia.
We need more Daryl Carroll episodes and Mouse episodes.
You watch your mouth.
I say bring like just a spin-off series of just the Mouse.
No. we don't need any more Carol and Daryl solo episodes. In fact, even though everyone loves Daryl, and I've gotten back, I like Daryl. I do. I kind of got hipster there for a while and just didn't. Well, at first I didn't like him because he got Glenn killed, and then I didn't like him just because I got so sick of Daryl mania. But I like Daryl. I think Daryl's a good character. But with that said, I just I don't know. I'm so back and forth with Daryl, but
Shane would have taken out Mercer.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'd say flip of a coin.
Yeah, I think it just depends. I mean, if Shane came in and Mercer, let him start being an enforcer and he didn't have to like kill someone to get, JP, I think Lydia too. Oh, just playing, I think Lydia too. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it looked like Lydia. I don't know why Lydia's hurt, but
just
I don't know, man. Do what?
Just hurt emotionally.
They didn't invite me to the Commonwealth.
I didn't get invited to the birthday nor the Commonwealth. This sucks.
I think that I guess some of them decide because when they first showed up, they did say that we'll give you the materials to rebuild this. So I wonder if some of them said, hey, well, y'all can go with them, but we would like to take them up on that whole materials thing to rebuild.
Well, they just want payment then or something.
Yeah, I that's what I was wondering. Like, but I'm surely they wouldn't just give it to them for free. So there has to be.
Yeah, you don't get something for nothing in the post-apocalyptic.
No, so there's definitely something.
They come for their can of pork and beans.
Pork and beans. But I don't know. I'm interested to see. We need more flashbacks. Yeah, I just want to know, like, I don't know. I'm very interested on who's going to take whose roles from the comics, and a lot of people saying Andy Lincoln's been spotted on set and been spotted with Norman Reedus, and he very well could have been visiting, but it would be great for Rick to come back. I still want to know if the Commonwealth is going to square off against. Dang man, I'm getting. It is past my bedtime.
Yeah, you got a case of the sleepies, man.
What is it? No, what was that other? What's the group from the terrible show? What's the three circle group? Why am I apologize completely, but I've said their name 1,000 times and I just cannot think of that group. But CRM, that's it. Yes, the CRM. I wonder if it's going to come down to the CRM versus the Commonwealth, in which case the Commonwealth has their own little military, but I feel like the CRM are a bit more badass or more ruthless. In the comments, who do you think would win, CRM or the Commonwealth? Forget numbers. Let's just say combat.
Who has the best butt pad armor? Those will be the winners.
I don't think that CRM has butt armor. So
Then
now they're definitely going to lose.
Yeah, it's over.
It's like, all right. Rumor has it CRM don't have butt armor. They don't got butt armor. Why don't they have butt? Who didn't think to put butt armor? I don't know, Jet, but what we're going to do is we're going to shoot them in the butt.
Right in the butt, yeah, right in the donker.
And then you see Forrest Gump coming out. They shot me in the buttocks. Let's see. Beaver says, talking about Andrew Lincoln, he's already back in the UK before they started filming the final episode. So who knows what he did in Atlanta? Maybe he just has a cameo that sets up for his movies that we are at some point hopefully going to get, maybe. Ugh, the Rick movies, man. I think Andy Lincoln is going to just be in credit scene to get us ready for something else. He said he will never be on the show again. I hate that. I hate that. Good night, Appalachian American. Sleep tight. Do not let the bed bugs bite.
Don't let the butt pad armor bite.
But they have a Rick, so CRM. Thoughts on the Russian situation happening right now in the world? We won't get into that because that is a whole can of worms, man. But
long story short, it's not very cool.
No,
Justin and I are being drafted, and he will be my sergeant. I will be his very unreliable private.
I'll just say that I'll say this. Seeing situations like what's going on in the Ukraine right now starts to make me feel like maybe Ultron was right in Age of Ultron. Man, just thinking about the Ukrainian people, that's horrible. And I'll tell you what, though, man, their president, Zelensky, that guy has been an inspiration, man. Like that dude,
he is stepping up.
I mean, he really is being I'm really terribly scared that something's going to happen to him. Because obviously he's target number one for Putin. But I think that he is, I think he's being, anyways, but we'll go back to the show. But yeah, I've got a lot of thoughts on that, Michael, to be honest. Let's see. Commonwealth, horse-drawn wagon. Go F yourself. Let's see. I'm guessing post-credit scenes, if we see him at all. Yeah, I mean, I was just kind of hoping he would come back. I was just kind of hoping.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The way that Walking Dead will end is that Negan and Maggie will get married, and then just like how Michael showed up at the end of The Office, like Rick will be there to see them two get married.
It's like my kids grew up and then married each other.
I promise you, if it syndicates to NBC, like that's gonna happen.
If Maggie and Negan were to be romantic, I think that would be a worse ending to the show.
It's so taboo, but like
it would be worse than the How I Met Your Mother ending.
Like I would beat off to it, but I'd feel really dirty afterwards.
You would have to like look at a picture of Glenn and be like, "I'm sorry."
It was so wrong, but it felt so right.
Oh,
but I'm telling you, that's how it ends. That is the Whitaker prediction. That's the Dubs dollar down.
Let's see. Liquor Beaver says, I think it's too late for a movie. Hopefully he's back for an episode. And I know that the coronavirus had something to do with that, but they still drug their damn feet on that, man. Like they set up all this hype of like the 3 Rick movies and all of this and that. And they even said that they told you ahead of time Rick was going to survive all 3 movies and then there would be something else after that. And nothing. Like what a freaking letdown, man.
It was all a dream.
Let's see. Merle would have told the Commonwealth to kick rocks when they showed up. He's seen BS with the governor already. That's very true. Bruh, the show will end on a sex scene with them and Rick watching them in the background. Negan and Maggie. Rick will be crying in the background, holding a picture of Glenn. Glenn, I'm sorry.
My name's Shark, and I'm here to eat your pussy.
Let's see. As we get close to the end here, Beaver says, what did you think of what Rosita found? That helmet and oxygen mask look familiar. And who do we know that loves stenciling? I don't know. Now I want to know who loves stenciling.
Someone really loves stenciling is all I know. Someone really loves it.
Who do we know that loves stenciling? Fill in the gaps for me here because I'm not 100% sure.
I'm not making the connection, but someone really loves it. That's all I know. Someone that has a great time doing it.
The Whisperers love. Well, no, it actually wasn't the Whisperers doing it. Sorry, that was like people in Alexandria doing like Silence the Whisperers and stuff. I don't know. That helmet and oxygen mask looked familiar. Fill me in, Beaverus. What am I missing here? Messing with the internet got me all frazzled.
That was we were scrambling there for a minute. I don't know why. Mine came on like 10 minutes earlier than yours did.
Mm-hmm.
We're on the important side of town though. We had to get ours up quicker.
Well, what's funny is like I'm supposedly my power grid is on this. I'm on the same which I know that this is the internet, not power. So I know that, but. Like my power grid, I'm on the same power grid as you are. Like we're on the power grid with a hospital. In 6 years of living here, the most the power's ever been out. One time it went out for like 20 minutes. Every other time it goes off, comes right back on.
When that doofus hit that power pole out by the AutoZone, man, that really gooped up this side of town.
Oh yeah. Well, all it takes is one person to hit a power pole and just ruin everything. Beaver says CRM copter pilots. Oh, snap. So do we think the CRM may be like infiltrating the Commonwealth, like trying to destroy them from the inside? Like
could be some double agents, yeah.
Yeah, like sowing seeds of discontent and trying to get them to overthrow their own government. And while they're a little weakened, bam, CRM comes in and takes it over.
That's how you got to do it. You got to destroy them from the inside out.
I have not seen the new Texas Chainsaw movie, Michael Myers. I've heard it was not that
I've seen
good.
the Oklahoma Hatchet. The Dollar General version.
That does sound like a movie you'd find in Dollar General.
Oklahoma Hatchet.
Let's see. Michael Myers, are you going to watch the new Batman movie next week? Hell to the yes. I've been stoked for that since oh man, I cannot wait. That's going to be awesome. I wonder if the CRM are stoking rebellion. That's what I'm saying. I think it's happening.
Sounds plausible.
Jonas Billiley says the only way to save the Commonwealth right now is to have fear guys show up. Maybe that guy who does art is starting the revolution. Man, that would be cool because like I've always, on one hand, I think they would try to milk Fear the Walking Dead as long as they could and keep it going past the show.
I think we need a...
Well, but I just would love to see them. What were you saying, Matt?
I think we need to bring like a Saviors and Reapers revival, and like just make it a music band, not like a people of
kind of like when the Ninja Turtles went on like a rock tour.
Exactly. That's what America needs right now.
Hey guys,
I'm a revival.
Like, hi guys, I'm Pope. Why you got them scratches on your back?
A wicker scratch.
Which Matt and I just can't get over that scene with Pope where he stomped the dude's face into the fire. He's like, "Why you got them scratches on your back,
boy?"
And it was like,
dude, like
we go through the woods every night doing missions for you. We're
always out in Bramble and
thorns and zombies.
Man.
I got
It
scratched.
happens. Abrasions are common. That's it. Into the fire pit. I'm with Sizzle You Like Bacon, boy.
That is a good point, though, Jonas. I would like to see that. EJM, tonight we witnessed the beginnings of the collapsing Commonwealth. Yeah, I think so, too.
In the real world, though, it makes no difference if some guy makes an uproar for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the status quo will always, yeah.
You see what they'll do to them, like in Russia. People that protest the war are getting just arrested. Bring back the Wolves and Joe's crew. What do you think about that, Matt?
Yeah, we can bring them back, too.
Do you miss the Wolves?
And yeah. They were interesting.
I just don't get the teeth. Like, I mean, it's lots of group like the Whisperers literally live like primal lifestyles. They poop in the wood, like in the latrines, and are all animalistic, but yet they all have nice pearly white teeth. The Wolves, who pretty much were like the Whisperer light, they were like the Dollar General
the junior,
believed in living like wolves, which wolves have alphas and betas and all of that jazz. But like they had terrible teeth.
Yeah.
How dare Sebastian steal Saul Goodman's style?
No, you can't steal Alden Kirk style like that.
No, that's I still need to watch that. Donald Jesus Trump.
It's coming back pretty quick here. I love the Better Call Saul series. That's a fun one too.
I've been wanting to watch it. It's been on my I need to watch that show list, and I just have not got it.
Since I've had time while I've caught up on a lot of shows too myself. It's been nice catching up on things from like 3 years ago.
I need to catch up on the Book of Boba Fett. That's one of the ones I keep saying I'm going to. I also keep saying I'm going to do my taxes, and then the day passes and I haven't done my taxes. So.
Yeah, you got to tell April you're good.
Yeah, I'll try to get it done tomorrow, but they seem to be turning it around quick. Everybody I know has already gotten
I've already got mine, yeah.
Lucky bastards. But anyways, I think that's going to wrap it up for tonight. It was a good episode, and I'm sure there are things that we didn't think of, but I think we've covered most of tonight's episode.
We covered at least the butt armor. That was my premier point to cover. Why the butt armor?
I saw that.
I'm going to be dreaming about butt armor tonight.
Well, now I'm just wondering, do we need butt armor? I'm concerned. I've never heard of it until now, but is it important? And should we add
They're very well established at the Commonwealth, so I think, yes. I'm going on Amazon right now. I'm going to Google butt armor.
Dude, hold on. Before we sign out, I'm going to Amazon right now and Googling butt armor.
See what we get for butt armor?
If there is anything, I will share the screen real quick for those that are watching and not just listening. Butt armor. Butt armor popped up. Oh, there is butt armor. It kind of.
I'll be danged.
Hold on. Let me put this over here.
Like maybe what for biking or something.
All right. So if you're listening and not watching, I'm sorry that you won't be able to see this. But if you are viewing this, hold on. Let me share my screen here. Share screen. Let's pick this. And bam. Butt armor. Look at this. That looks like that would be extremely uncomfortable.
That's high tech, yeah.
Sit on though.
You could take some. Your butt could take a pounding though.
Look at that butt armor, man. That is some thick padding.
For when your butt needs to take a pounding.
I mean, this one right here. Not only does it give you butt padding, but it makes you kind of look like a baboon.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you didn't know, now you do. Butt armor, it's a real thing. So as you're preparing your apocalypse getup, don't forget to go to Amazon.
With the butt armor, yes.
Butt armor, they should have butt armor by Under Armour, and they should be sponsoring this episode. But
I'm gonna get in touch with their PR team.
But oh, I thought I had my sound effects. Alas, I did not. But let's see. Anyways, that was so late. But hey, that is going to wrap it up for the podcast. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being a part of it. We will return next Sunday. Hopefully,
pending no internet issues.
Yeah, no kidding. And if we do, then we will just switch over to CenturyLink.
Yes,
I
they will finally
won't.
have they will have their time to shine.
Probably I still wouldn't do that because I would
No.
probably just have one day of Xfinity for out of the 1 day out of the week versus the whole week of
Yeah, we're 6 out of 7. Yeah, God, they suck. They
Oh,
suck
it's
big
terrible.
time.
But that's going to be it. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Justin.
Meta dupes.
And we're the Podcasting Dead. We'll see you soon.
Later.